YouTubers, the new Time Travel Jaime 88. I'm back with another Star Trek video review. Today I'm doing another Star Trek movie review I wanted to show you guys. It is Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home. Yes, this is one of my favorite Star Trek movies of all time. And also another time travel movie. Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home is one of the best movies ever. Before we get to the review, I just want to give a quick shout out to Phantom Creeps. Phantom Creeps, thank you so very much for giving me a comment message. It is awesome. You deserve a thumbs up. Okay, this movie takes place after the events in Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock. So, in the plot in the movie, the USS Saratoga is monitoring an unidentified probe in Origins, so they contacted Starfleet. Meanwhile, back in Starfleet, a Klingon ambassador, played by John Salk, demanding Kirk of his justice. After Kirk watches a tape from Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock, after seeing, as the president and all of his council, Starfleet council, seeing the Enterprise gets destroyed. So, Commander Spock's son, Sarah, came by and told him, your man did destroy the USS Grissom. Your man did kill Kirk's son. Do you deny these events? We deny nothing. We have the right to possess our race. Do you have the right to commit murder? So, the Klingon ambassador had disgusted with the President of the United States and walks off. Meanwhile, on Vulcan, 3 months of the Vulcan exile, it was Dr. McCoy discovered as a fine way to capture the Klingon vessel, and naming the bird of prey the HMS Bounty, also known as Her Majesty's ship. Okay, on there they talk about the late Starship Enterprise and preparing to take off. Meanwhile, in Vulcan, Spock is continuing to regain his memories by memorizing a computer. Then Spock's mother shows up, and he doesn't understand the computer insolence. They believe, what she says, that the good of the one, you, is more important to them. Spock said, humans make illogical decisions. So, when the probe came in and disabled the USS Saratoga and was on its way over to Earth. Then Starfleet Admiral Cartwright came by and told him that the USS Yorktown's been disabled. So Kirk and his crew launched a bird of prey, depart from Vulcan, and head off to Earth. Meanwhile, the probe disabled the space dock, then turned the beautiful Earth into a worldwide storm. On the bird of prey, McCoy tells one of my best lines of the movie Star Trek 4. It told him that, you're joking. A joke is a stormy human climax. So, Kirk is receiving a message from the President of the United Federation of Planets and tell him that do not approach Earth. So after that, Kirk tells Uhura that the spawn communication, and they hear a whale song. So, what they did is order the crew to warp speed into the bird of prey, to travel back in time to 1986 to collect humpback whales. Once they're on the planet, they went to the Sausalito Institute and then meet Dr. Gillian Taylor. So, after that, the meeting was discussing with the PISA. So, they had the plan is to get the whales out of it. Will the whales be released? So, Gillian Taylor told the science, Bob Briggs told her that they left last night and didn't want to mob press them. So, Gillian slapped Bob Briggs, disgusted, and drove off, and warned Captain Kirk that the whales is gone, and they've been Alaska last night. Uh-oh. So, the order is also to get Commander Chekhov out of there because he is caught by the naval of the USS Enterprise. So, they regain rescue Chekhov from the hospital, and on his way to Alaska to stop the humpback whales. On there, Kirk beamed the whales to the big tank, and headed at warp speed. On there, Kirk and Jillian see the whales on board. But, unfortunately, a time travel brings them back to the 23rd century. Unfortunately, the Klingon bird of prey itself disabled the possibilities of transport back to Earth, and disabled the Klingon bird of prey and falls into the water. So, the Kirk has idea to release the whales and trying to communicate with the probe. So the probe and the whale agree, and that's why the probe has disappeared, and all the power has been restored. So back here in Starfleet, they receive a court-martial that what they invent in Star Trek 3 to search for Spock. For the sample charges is conspiracy, assaulting the Federation officers, theft of the Federation property, the USS Enterprise, Scotty sabotage the USS Excelsior, and willful destruction of Federation property, the aforementioned USS Enterprise, and also disobeying direct orders with Starfleet Command. And Kirk tells him he pleaded guilty. But all of his charges all the charges are summarily dismissed. But the remaining charges against disobeying direct officer is Admiral Kirk. So, the President of the United States reduced Captain Admiral Kirk to captain. It's a new rank. And he saved the crew, saved this planet. Oh, this one mention I totally forgot. Star Trek 4 also mentioned that Kirk receives a message from Starfleet Commander about attempting to go time travel. That's the one I missed. So, the crew of the Enterprise on their way to Space Dock to find a way to give him a freighter. Sulu demanded he wants the Excelsior, and Scotty said, "Excelsior? What in God's name you want that bucket of boats?" And Kirk said, "A ship is a ship. Whatever it is, that will be done." As the crew glared and saw the USS Enterprise, the registry number now saying NCC 1701-Alpha. And Kirk says, "My friends, we had come home." And then Kirk tells Sulu, "Let's see what she's got." The Enterprise warps speed into the next mission. Star Trek 4 The Voyage Home is the best movie of 1986, and I recommend it. This is the best movie ever. Even though this is Leonard Nimoy's second directing job. And as you know, Star Trek celebrating its 20th anniversary at the time. They wanted to consider, Eddie Murphy wanted to consider it to be the role. So unfortunately, they turned down the writing and they bring Catherine Hicks in. Let's take a look at the movie, the tape. This is a widescreen edition. Here's the spine, other spine, the top, and the back. I have the copy right here. Pull off right here. And here's the tape look like with the sticker label and end label. And it has the same trailer, just like Star Trek The Motion Picture. It has Star Trek 6 The Undiscovered Country trailer, Paramount feature presentation, and so forth. Well, that's it for this movie. And till next time, this is the new Time Travel Hyman 88 saying goodbye from now.